All right. All right. So I'm making this video on creep lane manipulation, I guess. Manipulating aggro in the creep lane. It's not really a tutorial on a specific lane, but it's just in general. I know I've seen a lot of questions asked on Reddit and, Dota forums about how aggro works. And I just wanted to give a little bit of 2 cents about how it works with ranged heroes, melee heroes, um, and heroes with like abilities that count as attacks or add damage to attacks, like Joe Rangers, Frost Arrow, and Silencer's Glaives. So first of all, you with a hero like Joe Ranger, um, whenever there's creeps in lane and you click on the enemy, it will bring them to you. They will follow you and try to attack you, right? And with Joe Ranger, if you use her Frost Arrows like you to attack an enemy, it will not aggro them. They will not follow you. If you were to also attack from more than 500 AoE for 500 range, they will not aggro onto you. So let's say I'm back here, I click on them, and then I can keep clicking them for like 3 seconds before it aggroes. The reason why it aggro right now is because there's no more creeps, but let's do it again. I'm about 500 more away, so I click on him, then 1, 2, 3, and now if I click on him again, they're gonna aggro because 3 seconds have passed. So basically, when you use this, when you use your frost arrows, that 3-second delay does not count. They will immediately aggro onto you. You want to more or less, when you use frost arrows to harass in lane as a carry, or even mid as a Joe Ranger, you want to be spamming this. You want to have mana to be spamming this because guess what? You're not pushing the lane out, and when the lane pushes out, it gets harder to kill creeps because when this happens and the lane's pushed out, now the enemy has control of what's going on around here, right? So let's say I accidentally pushed out my lane by hitting E on my creeps. Now it's over here behind tower, and it means that it's gonna be harder for me to get these creeps because some of them are usually gonna die around here too, right? I'm gonna try to hit my creeps that are under their tower and their creeps. It does kind of make it harder. It does kind of make it harder for him to get him, but you really don't want it there. You kind of want it back here in the middle or even on your side. This whole aggro thing works with this guy's glaives, you know. So if I were to hit Q on him and then automatically attack him, it would instantly aggro because there's no timer. There's no timer that is set whenever you use frost arrows. Whenever you just automatically hit from 500 AoE range, you have a window of 3 seconds to hit without aggroing. But whenever you use frost arrows, that window doesn't activate. So you have to be careful. Same goes for chilling touch, right? Like you could attack this guy with chilling touch and they won't aggro, but as soon as you attack him, they will aggro. But if you're within a 500 AoE range and you hit him, you can walk to the creeps, hit him a couple times within 3 seconds as a support, and it won't aggro. So it gives you time to harass in lane. Let's say your safe laner is getting chased in the middle of the wave. Be outside the range, hit him, and then keep chasing him around for like 2 seconds, and then walk back to get out of the range again. Hit him again, walk in to chase him a bit, walk out, hit him again. I aggroed one, but you see none of them are aggroing on this side. So not really pushing entirely, just one creep that I aggroed, which is better than the entire lane getting pushed. So let's say like Juggernaut. Juggernaut just never gonna be able to manipulate that. But what he can do is at least push, deny his creeps and stuff, and keep the lane pushed towards his direction. Same goes for Axe. Axe doesn't really care. He's gonna push, bro. He's like, whatever. Like I'm Axe, I'm gonna push. But yeah, some tips. Just a little tip. You ever struggling with the hero, like you ever struggling with the hero that does a lot of harass like magic spells? Use this to your advantage. Do this and then just walk around him. Stay outside the range. Like, even as a support or a carry or whatever. 500 back here. Hit him, then walk up a bit more. Walk back, hit him, walk up a bit more. 3 seconds window. You could even have your timer up here, So like, let's say you hit him at exactly 2250, you have 3 seconds. 1, 2 before the aggro. Of course, the creeps died already, but you get the gist of it. And yeah, same goes for silencer. Yeah, make sure you don't use the attack unless you're like in a good position. You know, you could run out of mana too while you're in lane. So let's say you're harassing with this, you run out of mana, you auto attack, you're gonna push back, and you're gonna end up pushing your wave out, struggling to get TS when the wave's back here. Of course, it wouldn't happen against Axe. Axe is always pushing into your tower, but you know, somebody who's better at harassing from a distance, like let's say a Dazzle or some shit, as you know, in the off lane or line. Yep. That's about it for a little bit of Creep Lane Aggro.